What's going on, guys? So in this series, it's going to be quite a bit different than anything else on my channel, considering this is actually going to be more of like a home improvement type series rather than automotive related. But in this one, we're doing a home gym. So the space in my house, I already have this kind of area set up as an office. I mean, it's super cluttered right now. But I have some cardio stuff in here already. So we've got the treadmill and then an elliptical and a bike over there. But this room will end up being our new home gym because we have a concrete floor. So that's nice. But we're going to be putting foam padding floor down. But first, I have to switch over all the office stuff into the other side of the house, which will now be the new home office, which was a spare bedroom. Right now we have all of our equipment kind of just in the garage since my car is in the shop for now. But let me just switch this around. So here's our little garage area that we have as our gym right now. We don't have any benches, so we're using our Yetis as a bench. But so that's all the flooring that we're gonna be putting in. We have a hack squat machine that we have to assemble, but we can't do that until we put it in the house. And then we have a bunch of dumbbells, a whole bunch of plates, this nifty little bar that we use for various things. I use it for hip thrusts. You can use it for, I also use it for leg curls. So what I'm gonna be doing today is just kind of clearing everything out. We're gonna take everything off the walls and clear all of the office space stuff that was in here, put it in the new office. That way we can prep this room for paint because we're gonna go with a very nice dark color on the walls and ceiling. And then we'll end up taking down these light fixtures with something a little bit more flush. That way we have enough height clearance. But basically, long story short, that's what we're doing and getting ready for the new home gym to go in. Like I said, it's super cluttered, but I'm gonna get a little pan video. That way y'all can see what the before looked like. Never mind the mess, of course. And then this door is gonna be taken down because we don't need that. But this will be our new home gym. I'm gonna give you all a little pan. Oh yeah, I love my new neon. I can't wait to get that plugged in, but yeah. So at some point I'll also do an office kind of series as well. That way we can just kind of get like some different little project series going on. But this is what the room looks like right now that we will be putting the office in. You can tell it used to be my little sister's room because the colors and the curtains. We'll do a solid color in here that's not green at some point. And I don't know if I want to keep the curtains or not. They're not really my vibe. They're very cute, don't get me wrong. But they're just not really, I'm not a flower child, I guess you could say. But this room needs quite a bit of love and attention as well. Eventually, we're gonna end up taking that second closet out because on the other side is the bathroom. And so we're gonna blow out all that and reconfigure all this. This is a super deep closet that I'm putting all my merch in for now and just kind of using for organizational space and storage. And then everything over here. The TV's just kind of hanging out. We got holes in the wall, so my man's gonna do some drywall fixing and stuff like that. We got a crack up here. So we have some foundation stuff that he wants to fix as well. But for the most part, it just needs a little freshen up and some minor things fixed. Oh man, we're getting a lot closer. It's looking, I mean, it does look crazy still, don't get me wrong, but we got this whole corner cleaned out and moved over. Now we're just working on getting the rest of the stuff sorted out. You know when you clean your room and you're going through memory lane and then you just kind of get like the nostalgia of all the memories? Yeah, that's what I've been going through, so. Well, it's nice and echoey in here now. We got everything out that needs to pretty much go out. Still debating on what I want to do with the Wi-Fi hookup over there. I'd rather move it to the office, but we'll see how that goes. And then everything else is off the walls. Let me switch it around here. So all my shelves and awards are down. We'll eventually take the curtains off. And then the cardio equipment's just kind of hanging out in the center here until we can move it to where we're gonna put it. And then that table's one last one that'll go in the garage. Fun fact, I made this table in high school wood shop with the live edge. Very pretty. So it'll actually get a permanent home at my parents' house because they have a much larger house and they have space for this monstrosity of a table. But yep, and then we'll take down those curtains as well and start prepping the walls for paint. And it needs a good cleaning and lots of holes. Lots of holes need to be filled from where the shelves were and anchored down. So the start of the process, it's on. Well, today is painting day. So we've got the walls all stripped down, all of the ceiling fan and light that was over here off. My man did some mudding in that corner because we had some tape that was kind of bubbled and icky looking. And so I'm gonna flip the camera around and show y'all over here. So we got the vents off and he did some mudding. That way we can do the ceiling. We had a smoke alarm over here, so he just covered those holes. And then we got the walls where all the holes were patched up. And now everything is just kind of drying. That way we can start cutting everything in and painting. So it's kind of a conglomerate mess here in the middle, and we're using my table as a place for storing stuff for now. But we're gonna start with getting everything ready to go. And yes, that was me when I was a rodeo queen in high school. I'm gonna take that off the door. I gotta get a razor blade so I can scrape this sticker off. And then I think we're pretty much ready to go because, yeah, I mean, getting up in that skylight's gonna be interesting, but we'll just have to move the equipment around and do a work around it. But no big deal, we'll get it knocked out, and I can't wait to see what it looks like with the first coat. Alright, so now we're just kind of waiting for everything to dry. That way we can look over everything and touch up anything that we might have missed. One thing that's really hard is when you're over by the windows, the glare of the light coming in is like, it plays tricks on your mind because you can't tell if it's the glare that's making it shiny or if it's like the light color paint underneath. So that was one struggle that we were all dealing with. But this is what it's looking like so far. So I love that we did the black ceiling too. I think it just looks so cool. And then I have the window taped off, so that's why all that white weird border is going on. Same with the door. It's looking pretty good. This is super exciting, and we were just discussing if we wanted to keep like silver accents in here because the brushed silver looks so good against the black. But we'll see how it goes, and I can't wait to see what this looks like with the flooring in. It'll make it look so much more complete and put together. So baby steps, but we're getting there. So I was out in the shop doing the camshaft in my car, but my man went ahead and started the flooring inside while I was out in the shop working. He's got a time lapse set up here, so he's just kind of going to town, getting all the new foam flooring interlocked together, starting at the middle and working to the outsides. So in the next series, that's where it ends.